Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? It is your boy OpTic Scumpii, bringing you another Modern Warfare 3 public match gameplay on the map Black Box, using the CM901, and you already know I dropped that double MOAB. It's another great gameplay that I got. It's a solo gameplay as well, something worth mentioning, as double MOABs are not as commonly seen whenever you're playing solo as compared to whenever you're playing with a group of players throwing down ballistics vests for you. And I don't do that, just an FYI, if you've never seen my channel before, that's not me. But today, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about EGL8 and try and incorporate you guys a little bit more into the competitive side of OpTic. You guys obviously know and love the YouTube channel, as it is a great channel for the sniping and the commentaries from other snipers and various players that are in the OpTic Nation roster. So I just wanted to get you guys acquainted with, what goes on the competitive side of OpTic, and tell you about this upcoming tournament that we're going to. And the tournament date is the 13th and 14th, so it is coming up very, very rapidly, and that is the 13th and 14th of October. So that means that it's about 5 days away from this point, and we're going to be flying out on Thursday night. And there's something that's really special that's going on about this event, and that is that Hector and Paul are both going to be there. OpTic Paul, great guy, and obviously Hector, another great guy. They're both going to be going out with us. Usually it was just our team. It was me, Rambo, Merc, and Big Timer. We've kept the same team throughout the whole Modern Warfare 3 game. Well, not the whole Modern Warfare 3 game, but since we have formed, and we've played in every single tournament together, so we formed very early in the game, obviously, if we've played every single tournament together. So we've been together for a while now, and we've never been to a tournament where Hector and Paul were there. So that means that we're going to have a little bit of extra OpTic gaming support there, which is always nice. And I get to meet Paul. I'm very excited about that. I've never met him, and he seems like a great dude, so I can't wait to meet him. It's always nice meeting new people at these events. But let me give you guys a little bit of background on EGL, and what it stands for is the European Gaming League. And obviously it's held in Europe, usually in the England, United Kingdom, somewhere. And this time it's going to be located in Manchester. And we've actually gone to two previous events that were labeled EGL. And they were both in a little town called Blackpool on the western coast of England. And Blackpool is not the most, great town in the world, but it was definitely fun, and it was an experience because I have myself never been overseas before. I've been all the way to California, but I had never been overseas until this game, so it's really an experience that I have been enjoying. But Blackpool wasn't the greatest town, and Manchester apparently is a lot better. Some people are saying it's the hood of England, but I mean, come on. There can't really be a hood of England, right? As bad as the United States. I guess there can be. I can't really make these generalizations. But we've been to two, and the first one we went to was EGL5 in Blackpool. And we were under the organization of Apex, and they were a European gaming league. And we were under OpTic for the longest time, and then Apex actually came along, and they offered to fly us out overseas, which OpTic couldn't do at the time. So obviously we had to make the switch, not because we didn't like OpTic. OpTic are obviously like our dudes. They are our best friends, our mentors. And whenever they gave us the opportunity to come back and they offered to pay for our flights, we came back immediately. And that was why we left. Europe EGLs were the only tournaments really that there were to compete for, that were worth the amount of money to travel to. So we had to take the opportunity with Apex, but now we're back on our loving roster of OpTic, or under our loved name. So we went to EGL5 and we won. We got about $1,500 US each for that tournament, and as I said, it was located in Blackpool, and I got my first MOAB there. But as I said, it was located in Blackpool, and it was a really good time. We played, there weren't any North American teams there, so we played primarily European teams, and we dropped one map the whole tournament, which was really good because Modern Warfare 3 can be a bit of a fluky game at times. So we won that tournament. And then EGL7, we were back under the OpTic name for that tournament. They actually picked us up right before it, and we went over there, and we dropped a couple more maps, but we also won that tournament, and I believe we came out with 1,200 US each. It was like 700 something pounds for each player, for all the European viewers that are watching this. But we came out with about 1,200 each, and it was nice. So now we're going into EGL8, and Manchester, supposedly the venue or the place where the event is being held, is a lot nicer this time. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. And there's a lot more competition going to this tournament as well. There is 3 other North American teams, I believe, and one of the players that is going to sound very familiar, and that is OpTic Nade. He is playing for Leverage, but he is still an OpTic, people. He's still an OpTic. He's just playing under Leverage for the competitive side of the game. And then there is Envy and TKO, both very strong North American teams. I would say the top 4 North American teams are going to EGL8, so it's going to be a lot fiercer of a competition. And we're really looking to bring it home. It's going to be difficult. As I said, the competition is going to be harder. The European teams improved a lot from EGL5 to EGL7, so I'm anxious to see how much they have improved from EGL7 to EGL8, and I'm sure they've made strides as to getting better at the game, because they really caught up to us from EGL5 to EGL7. So let me take you inside the venue a little bit, and let me try and explain what goes on in an EGL event. So when you walk in the doors, it's almost like an MLG event. If you've ever seen, you know, footage of an MLG event on somebody else's channel, or on this channel, I believe they did an MLG video for it. Actually, it's very similar to an MLG event. And whenever you go in, everything's laid out. There's monitors, there's TVs, there's like computers just everywhere. A whole bunch of electronics. There's streaming devices and cameras, and everything's going on. And then you have your main stage, and the main stage is where everyone wants to play. It's the stage that is usually streamed, sometimes not always, but it's usually the place where the matches are being streamed, so you want to be on it. And then they have a thing called a feature stage, where that is like the secondary main stage. It's an elevated stage, just like the main stage, just not to the same extent, because it is not the main stage. It has to be a little bit more elegant, because it is, you know, the biggest stage where everyone wants to play. And then there's about, I don't know, 25, maybe 26 stations set up with 4 monitors lined up, and then 4 Xboxes obviously connected to those monitors. So about 52 teams can play at a time, because there's 2 teams per station. And it's really just crazy, because they set all this up, I believe, a couple days before, maybe even the day before. Actually, I think they set it up the day before. And they really do a great job over there at EGL. I couldn't give them enough credit for the events that they hold. And the venues are very nice, as I just tried to explain it the best that I could. I tried to put a mental picture in your head. But yeah, so we're going in as OpTic Gaming, and our roster is me, Rambo, Merc, and Big Timer. If you weren't aware, or you haven't been, you know, ever been told about competitive gaming, or you've never even known what competitive gaming is, we are going in as the same roster, and we're looking to really bring it back. But the gameplay is coming to an end, guys. I hope I gave you a little bit of insight as to what EGL actually is and what we're actually going to be competing in over this weekend. But I would like you guys to visit EGL.tv over the weekend during some point on either Saturday or Sunday. The European time's 5 hours ahead of Eastern time, so try and plan accordingly if you do plan on coming to watch. And make sure that you cheer on the OpTic guys and all the other North American players, as well as the EU players, but obviously the North American players more, because it's nationality and we want to win. But yeah, so I hope that you guys tune in. I hope that you guys support us as a squad. We're going out there. We're going to try and represent OpTic as the best way that we can, really. We're going to try and win again for you guys, and really bring home that gold medal and bring home the almighty crown for Modern Warfare 3. But thank you for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. Take it easy. Peace. So if you did enjoy this video, guys, make sure you click on the left link to check out my double MOAB for more of me. And if you want to check out something else from the OpTic Gaming channel, the previous video will be to the right. Make sure you click it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.